Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Waller's Wallet, and it's been a while since I've done a What's in My Wallet video, and I've had a few requests to do one. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at what's in my wallet and what I'm doing with all these credits that the banks are currently offering. Now, if you want a simple way to help out the channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now we're almost through quarter 2 and my setup will definitely be changing for quarter 3. So I'll do another one of these videos when that happens. But let's take a look at my current setup. Now I had someone ask me about my wallet and what wallet I'm using for the everyday use. And I actually used the wallet from Segrid, and I originally saw this wallet when I was in Amsterdam and I absolutely love it. I think this wallet's about 50 bucks and it is a very well made wallet. And Segrid makes a few variations of this wallet. Mine is very simple. They make one with a button on the front so you can keep it latched. And if you're someone who carries a lot of cards in your wallet, they actually make a double stack of this metal component so you can hold more cards. Now when it comes to my wallet, it holds 5 cards here in this metal slot, and I can always put more cards here in these 2 other leather slots if I needed to. I have noticed though that sometimes metal cards can affect how far the cards come out when I push the slider here. I do prefer though not to have metal cards if possible. I know, that's pretty crazy, right? Because who doesn't want a metal card? And 5 cards here for my Segrid wallet is enough for me since I do have cards loaded on my Apple Wallet as well. Now in my wallet there are currently 5 cards, and starting off with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And this one really shouldn't come as a surprise to people since I recently got it and I'm working on my minimum spend requirement. And I'm actually having some landscape work done at my house, so that should account for about 75% of my spending requirement. Then I'm also using the Sapphire Reserve at grocery stores for that 5x earning rate until the end of June, and I'm even getting to use my travel credit there as well. And since I'm not an authorized user on this account, my wife and I do flip-flop when this card is physically needed at a store, but I have added it to both of our mobile wallets, so we do both have access to it. And this is a nice tip to save money if you're only interested in the earning rates on this card. Now, once I hit the bonus, I am planning on cashing out my points with the pay yourself back option to put it into my travel fund, because I'm going to get more use out of them there instead of waiting to transfer to Hyatt. And what I'm really hoping for is that the landscape company I'm using to do work around the house codes as home improvement, and I would just make it an easy way to cash out my points, because then I would get a credit and just have Chase send me a check. This would be the easiest way for me. If not, I'll get creative and find other ways to cash out my points. And then the next card in my wallet is the Hilton Aspire credit card. And this card usually doesn't live in my wallet, but until August 31st, I'm getting to use my Hilton Resort credit for dining purchases, and that is exactly what I'm doing with this card. Because I don't stay at Hilton Resort properties, so this usually goes unused for me. But for dining, this is extremely easy for me to use. And the credits have been posting quickly as well, usually within about 3 days after the purchase posting. And since I'm only getting this card currently for $95, that means I'm making out like a bandit on this card. And once this credit is all used up, the Aspire card just might be my grocery card until the end of July. But after that, it's definitely going back in the graveyard. Next up in my wallet is the Bank of America Cash Reward card. And this is usually my dining card because I select that category on this card. And I do have Platinum Honor status with the Bank of America Preferred Reward Program, so I'm earning 5.25% on those purchases. But the Cash Reward card has taken a back seat while I meet my minimum spend requirement on the Chase Sapphire Reserve and use up the dining credits from other credit cards. But once those dining credits are used up, this will go back to being my usual dining card because earning 5.25% with no fee is pretty awesome. The next card that's currently in my wallet is the Bank of America Premium Reward Credit Card. And this is currently my non-bonus card because I earn 2.63% on all of those purchases. And this is really just a great catch-all card. And this is actually the card I have in my wife's wallet to make things a little bit easier for her, because I'd rather have my wife earn 2.63% on purchases than 1% back if she's unsure how a merchant's going to code while she's out shopping. But this card will continue to be my non-bonus card, and it'll probably end up being my international dining card when I'm traveling internationally again as well. The next card that's in my wallet is the Chase Freedom credit card. I've actually left this one in my wallet since Q2 on the Freedom card is groceries. So this has really been my backup to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, just in case there's some sort of issue and I can't use the Chase Sapphire Reserve when I'm at the grocery store, because I would still be earning 5% back for my grocery spend, and then I would just eventually move those rewards over to the Sapphire Reserve. But since the Chase Sapphire Reserve has entered my wallet and I'm currently working on that minimum spend requirement, the Chase Freedom really hasn't seen much action, and I'm not sure how much action it's going to see in Q3 either. And right now, there are so many promotions right now being offered by the banks. And if you noticed, the Altitude Reserve was missing from my wallet. And I currently just have the Altitude Reserve in my mobile wallet for now, and I'll be using the Altitude Reserve again once my Hilton credits are used up for dining. Because the Altitude Reserve is currently earning triple points on dining until the end of this year, and I'm also able to use that travel credit for dining until the end of this year. And that's going to be a very easy credit to use. But since it ends in December, I need to use the Aspire credit first before moving on to the Altitude Reserve. Now, I'm still holding out hope that Bank of America will allow that airline credit from the Premium Reward credit card to be used for something else, but I'm not truly confident that's actually going to happen. Now, when it comes to my current setup, it's not fancy. I'm currently working on a minimum spend requirement and using the credits on some of these cards to make sure I get the most value from them. But outside of that, I'm pretty boring. I'm mostly earning cash back rewards to take advantage of cheap economy fares and Airbnb stays, and that just works for me. I really don't worry about this isn't the sexy choice or if I'm not flexing enough, because I don't care about that. The only thing that matters is the value I receive, and I receive great value from my current setup. So tell me, what do you think of my current credit card setup? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, take a look at the links down in the description below. And if you know somebody could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travels and take care.